Hi, today I want to show you how our screen service is going to operate. This is a new acrylic frame, and what we've done with the acrylic frame is we've used a super sticky tape, double-sided tape, and we put double-sided tape on the inside of this frame, on the inside four edges, and from there we're going to take our master material, our GOCCOPRO master material. Now the master material has a shiny side, I don't know if you'll see it on there, and a rough side. The rough side is the mesh, the shiny side is a coating that gives you your stencil. And what we've done is we've burned our stencil, and we will send these out to people. And what you then do is you take your double-sided tape and your shiny side of the mesh, and you put this on. I'll stand up for this. You put this onto the frame, and we just stretch or tease that out, and we just smooth it down with our fingers. Then we would suggest you go to the opposite side and you do the same thing again. You're not needing to get a lot of tension into this, but we just tease that out, and then we go down each of the sides and we do the same thing. We just tease this out, setting up our screen as we go. If you get to a point there's a wee wrinkle like in here, you can just pop it back up and you can just pull it out and make it nice and smooth. So we're just trying to have as many wrinkle-free sections of our frame as we can. And we've done the same in this corner. We just pop that up and give it a wee tension, and we can just stretch it out. So once we get to this stage, we've now got our stencil, our GOCCOPRO Master, into the frame. This is a Christmas tree, or a conifer. Then what we do is we take a super sticky, again, this is a coatings on it, you need a really sticky tape. So we take our next section and we just cut this, and what we do is we overlap the edge of our screen. So this goes over the edge of the screen onto the frame, and we just go all the way around and we do the same thing. Take this off and we just put this on here. So we're catching the edge of the material and our screen. It's really handy if you have a sellotape dispenser, because it makes light work. This stuff is pretty sticky and it's a wee bit more tricky to get involved with, but if you've got a frame, a sellotape dispenser, then you're sorted. So once we've done that, we've then got our screen set up. Now, what we're going to do, unlike other thermofax systems where you've coated the underside and you print from this side, with our material you print on the rougher side of the material. So the shiny smoothy side will go down onto whatever garment or paper or whatever you're going to print, and the upper side goes on to the this. Now what this also gives you is the thickness of the frame provides a little bit of a gap between the screen and the garment that you're printing, so then you can pull across nicely on there, and that's how we'll do it. Now what I'm going to do, what you can do is you can flick this over if you wish, and you can actually do the other side of this as well by going over the edge again and going down onto your material. Now it's not necessary because you're going to actually print from the other side, but it's another option if you want to add in, keep this frame for a while and keep it tight and smooth. But remember, all the inks are going to be going on to the other side of the screen. So I'll just go ahead and I'll cover up one or two of these. And what we'll do is we shall stop the video. I'll come back and I'll attach a bit onto the end of it, and we'll show you the actually screen printing this design as we go. So this is like a belt and braces section that we're doing. No real need for it, but it will just help keep this screen nice and taut and tensioned as we go. So there we are. That's our screen stretched, ready to be printed. And as I say, ordinarily with the old Thermofax system you would have printed into the groove. With this one you actually print on the flush side. So that's it, we'll come back in a wee. Right, so we're back here now. I've got my frame and we've got a piece of just watercolour paper we're going to use today. And I'm going to use a big chunky squeegee just because we don't have any of the... I've got these but they're not the full width, and I always think when you're screen printing with these items, this is quite a big design I've got in here, you're always better to have the full width of your squeegee right across your image. Whereas if I was going here I would then have to go back and then I'm getting a double hit in the middle and things like that. So where possible you're always as well using your standard width squeegee. And this is what we are going to do here. We're just going to squeegee across. And as I say, this is ideal for on paper because my screen is actually just sitting off of the base a little bit. We've got what you call a little snap in there, which allows the ink to go through and come back up again and not smudge and do all the rest of it. So that's the story. And now we're just going to slap on a little bit of ink onto here. I'm using a green, it's a wee tree that we're doing. Let me just put this across and we shall print this onto my paper, giving me a limited edition print. Now because this is all taped up, it all should be fine. We're just going to lightly prepare that. Pull this across, lift this up, and there we have our nice tree. And then I can just lay this down and print more and more and more, and when I'm finished with it I shall just scrape off all the excess ink that I've got on here, put it back in my tub. Let's just pull that over so we can see what's going on. Take this all off. And I'll just wash. This is water-based ink that I'm using, so we shall just put this, and you can hear, I don't know if you'll catch that in the video, but because we're running over the mesh side of the screen, we get that nice zingy sound off of anything we rub across the screen. And what I would do, I don't have any water with me just now, but I'll just run this into a tub of water, and that will keep my screen clean because water-based inks will dry out in these screens. So that's the new system and frame system. I hope you like it and I hope you have fun printing with it. Cheers! Hi, I've just come back again. I thought, we've just washed this screen out with warm water. It was a water-based ink we were using, so I've just washed the screen out. The tape is super sticky, as I've said, so it's all still held together nice and tight, and I can use this again. I can store it for another day. If I wanted to, I could unpeel it and take the screen off, put another one on, although it's always nice just to keep them framed up if I plan on using them again.